How are you keeping? Just getting myself, whoa, clearly live in real life. My ring light is a new one. It's been perfectly fine until I just adjusted it a little bit the other day. I adjusted it back, and ever since then it's entirely loose, and I really have no idea why. I've tightened all the knobs. That is clearly real life here. How are you? One is calm. One is calm. Okay, I'm just getting myself sorted out here, making sure it was totally fine until I just like moved it, and yeah, it just moved. So. Okay, first of all, can you hear me and can you see me okay? I have the live chat here. I am streaming as always on my phone, and I have my laptop here off to the side, so I can actually see the chat. So if you're in the chat, may you please let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. I'm just checking it again here. Kathy, you're here. Nicole, you're here. Hi, ladies. How are you? Linda, you're here. I'm just catching up in the chat. How is everyone this evening? Hi, Nicole. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Linda. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my American friends, or I should say our American friends and chat family. Dragonfly, she sort of like coined the phrase chat family, which I absolutely adore. Hi, everyone. Yay. Oh, Kathy, you got a notification. Yay, it actually worked. Thank God. This channel of ours here, shadow banning, I think, is what's going on, at least in part. So so happy that you got that notification. Oh, thank you, Nicole. Audio and visuals are good. Excellent. Thank you. Do I look crooked at all? I would tilt it a bit more, but then the thing is going to tip over. I have no idea what happened. It's bizarre. I have no idea what's going on there. Oh, thanks so much, Kathy. Linda. Yes, today full of blessing. Absolutely, Linda. Oh, I'm so happy that everyone can hear me and see me okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, absolutely. Happy Thanksgiving to all of us, I should say. Being here in Canada, we celebrate our Thanksgiving in October. So that's already been and gone. But I think it's always good to celebrate good celebrations, no matter what culture or what country. So happy Thanksgiving for sure to all of our American friends, most definitely. So thank you so much again for taking the time out of your busy day and evening, actually, also to be here, and especially on Thanksgiving. So hope that your day has been amazing. Hope that your evening is still amazing, and I hope that you also enjoy this live, as always. Thank you all so much. I love every one of you. I'm just going to get myself finished getting myself sorted up here on my end. Going to turn off chat on my cell phone so I don't get distracted visually with a whole slew of messages coming in. I'm also going to just turn off, sorry for this, notification noises. So hopefully that helps with any audio background noises. And I think other than that, we are good to go. Okay, absolutely awesome. Well, we've made it through another few days. How? Okay, we've never really talked about this before, but sorry, do I look crooked at all? Because this is really annoying me, because on my end, my phone looks tilted, and there's nothing else I can really do at all to make it like not tilted. Guess I can move that out of the way a little bit, but do I look crooked at all? I'm just being like super fussy. Super fussy on my end, but do I look like tilted or crooked? Can you please let me know in the chat? Just trying to like see if I can fix it at all. It's just that it seems like it's crooked and it shouldn't be. Oh, thank you, Nicole. I guess it's maybe just on my end. It looks like it's tilted. I don't know why. Okay, thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Nicole. It just looks so tilted. It looks so bizarre. I think I'm just being super fussy, but quite honestly, the whole thing looks like it's completely skewed. You know, this is a fairly new ring light. I just got it not too long ago. It was perfectly fine. Thank you so much, Linda. Okay, I'll stop fussing. It just looks really tilted on my end, and I'm just like being super fussy about it. But as long as you can see me and hear me okay, I think at this point, we'll just go with that. So thank you so much. Okay, so out of sheer curiosity, I've never done this before, but based on the tea leaf reading, the general weekly tea leaf reading that we did on this past Monday, I'm losing track of time, Mandela effect or whatever's going on, time shifts. But November 20th, Monday. Based on the tea leaf reading, with like off the top of your head, by pure memory, has anything sort of like come to be based on that tea leaf reading? Like, have any of those things already happened for you? Because I know I'm just asking because, like, for myself, quite notably, yeah, it did actually for me. Holistics, hi, thanks so much. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. It's amazing. I always love our conversations, our hangouts. I just think it's really cool. We all hang out, we just relax, spend some time with each other, have a nice, like, friendly conversation. I absolutely adore it. Because I remember, I'm only asking because on the Monday evenings, so the general weekly tea leaf reading for this week on Monday evening, I heard there was like a message that came through from universe, God, source, divine creator, whatever name or names you want to feel comfortable using. It came through like that there was a message, news, information that we're receiving something tangible, as I recall, and it happened. Like, we actually got something tangible. Like, it actually was surprise. It was a good surprise, and it did arrive. I'm just curious. Have you noticed anything like that happening? Did that happen? Has anything in that tea leaf reading come to sort of, come up to your awareness that you can think of offhand so far this week? I'm only asking because, like, for me, it absolutely did, and I was quite surprised. I'm like, oh wow, that happened. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, Holistics. Yes, absolutely. So while I know there's always a lag here on my end for the chat. So I think while we just wait for maybe anyone else who wants to pop in, but we'll just maybe go over those general housekeeping items that I always like to go over a little bit. I'm just going to turn that down ever so slightly. Okay. So just want to go over those little housekeeping notes, like as we always do, just super quickly. So again, thank you so much for being here. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning and you're a regular member of our Hangouts, welcome back again as always. In case you don't know, my name is Sarah. Yes, I'm a coffee drinking and tea leaf reader. Sounds very strange, but it is also incredibly true. And we're going to be doing 3 5-minute tea leaf readings tonight. So if anyone is interested in having a 5-minute tea leaf reading this evening, just keep that thought in mind, and we'll be doing that tonight. And a quick shout out to my mods. Nicole, looks like you're up. It's you and you alone tonight so far. So sometimes Tori R pops in. Often Dragonfly is also here, but I know it is the American Thanksgiving. So, whatever the case is, but Nicole, you're up. So everyone, wave to Nicole. Hey, thanks for all of your help. Oh, sure, Kathy, no problem. I'll start making a list here of who's going to have a tea leaf reading. There's Nicole. I know there's a bit of a lag, so apologies for any lag here in the chat, but that's awesome. Okay, so we will totally do that, Kathy. So you will be first up for sure. And to me, like, everyone is essentially a mod. Yeah, everyone's going to Nicole. It's fun. Essentially, to me, like, pretty much everyone is a moderator in a way, because everyone who is nice and is good here is amazing. But Nicole's there, and she's going to be bopping off any spammy troll bot thingies that may pop up, taking care of business, making sure everything is running smoothly. And see, this is what I mean. The best people are always here. Like, look, case in point, Kathy. Thank you for, sorry, it's kind of blurry here. I'm so Canadian. Let me just apologize for everything. Thank you for your help, Nicole. See, this is what I mean. And everyone's like saying, hi, Nicole, hi, Nicole. Like, this is what I mean. Everyone is the best here. Everyone is so amazing. Aww. Okay. So let's keep going over these minor housekeeping notes. Just a quick reminder, I do have that new video. The one from, I still seem crooked. I'm sorry, it's going to really bug me all night. The one from Monday, where that is the general weekly tea leaf reading. Took me a couple days to get that posted publicly, but it is up now. So if you're watching this in the replay, for example, and you're sort of like wondering, oh, what was that? Again, Monday, our schedule that we all sort of collectively came to an agreement with is on this channel so far is Monday evenings, 8 p.m. Eastern. We do a general weekly tea leaf reading for the week to see whatever the universe, God, source, divine creator would like us to know for the week ahead, like this coming week. And then Thursday, it's obviously, yay, we're back again, 8 p.m. Eastern, and all times always in Eastern, and for until further notice. And we're going to be doing the 3 5-minute tea leaf readings tonight. Okay. Quick reminder, entertainment purposes only. Big long disclaimer in the description box below, but I always like to say that audibly out loud. So again, please what you will, please leave what you don't. Some, none, or all of it may resonate with you, and that's completely good and right, and as it should be, because it is these are entertainment purposes only. So again, please take what you will, leave what you don't. Always seek professional help as needed. I don't pretend to be any kind of clinical authority or any kind of other authority other than me doing my little tea leaf readings in the corner of my living room every night, every Thursday night. So if you haven't yet already, please do consider liking this video, maybe subscribing if you haven't already. It sounds very small, but it really helps the algorithms. My numbers are doing this, and I feel like it just looks like my numbers are really being suppressed. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but thank you so much. It really makes a difference. And if you have already liked and subscribed, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, if you don't get a reading tonight and you'd like one, or if you're watching this in a replay and you're like, oh, I would like to have one. As of now, we'll be back again here next Thursday, which is, oh my gosh, November 30th. I have actually already scheduled next week's readings in advance. I got them already scheduled, so they should be on the live stream playlist or in the live tab on my channel here. So come on back again next Thursday evening at 8 p.m. if you'd like to have a tea leaf reading. If anything changes in terms of schedules, I will absolutely post an update on my community tab. And I post on my community tab fairly frequently. So any updates will always be posted there for sure. Okay. I'm going to go over that in just a second. Yes, and how we do this too is whenever I'm doing the tea leaf readings, collectively we agree, I turn my laptop around so I don't visibly see the chat, so that way I'm not inadvertently distracted by it. It allows me to do the readings and be uninterrupted for this. So like case in point, I like looking at the chat. One of the mainly the reason why I do lives is that so we can actually interact in real time. I love it. Love doing this so much. It makes me happy. Okay. Linda. Oh, I'm sure you're exhausted of so much cooking. I do not blame you for feeling foggy. After milk. Yes. There you go. You remember the milk. So important. That milk happened all day today. Well, you're doing very well in my opinion, so keep going. You're doing amazing. Don't even worry. Don't even worry. I'm just so impressed anyone is actually here considering that it's Thanksgiving. So just always to me, my whole point, my whole mantra or whatever it is, my whole opinion is always do what you feel is best for yourself. That's just my opinion. Take what you will, leave what you don't. But I think you're doing amazing. But I'm so glad that you remembered the milk. And that's really frustrating. I did that actually the past couple days too, because it's been so super busy here on my end as well. So I'm walking into a room and like, oh, am I supposed to be here for? And I don't even remember. So great that you did remember. Yes, absolutely, Nicole. I think we've all been there for sure. I know I certainly have been. Okay, so we are all set to go. And one quick thing, I did post on my community tab, I was about an hour or two ago, doing something really, really different, kind of fun. My mom is in sales. So mom being mom, she's like, you should wear black tonight. I'm like, Black Friday, of course. So for fun, never done this before ever, so this is a complete first. But if you are interested, I do also offer private readings, psychic medium readings, as well as tea leaf readings. So if you are interested in booking a private reading, I'm offering a Black Friday special, 10% off. So if you are interested in scheduling a private reading with me, of course, for the foreseeable future, for however long, I'm going to be doing these lives on Thursday nights, offering 5-minute tea leaf readings. They really are like a taste test of a tea leaf reading, because oftentimes my full, the minimum, the shortest amount of time that I offer a private reading is 15 minutes. So this is almost quite literally a taste test of a tea leaf reading. However, if you are interested in scheduling a reading with me, a private reading, I'm offering 10% off, and that is until midnight. We figured midnight. I say we, mom and I. Midnight by Sunday, November the 26th. So this Sunday night, Eastern time, midnight, so 12 p.m., 12 a.m., midnight. See, Linda? Yeah, me too. There we go. Midnight this Sunday, November 26th, Eastern time. Please just let me know. I put all of those links in the description box below. Basically, I put a quick link to my website where I offer my services and pricing page, so you can go there, peruse it, and see what you would be interested in scheduling. and also my contact email. My email is probably, it is the best way to really get in touch with me. So my email address, I did pin to the top of this chat as well. So that's Sarah, SARAH, at sarah-adamson.com. So you can send me a quick email there and I'll be happy to get back in touch with you as soon as possible. Obviously, we don't have to like have your reading by Sunday midnight, no. But if you would like to have a reading, 10% off is scheduling by midnight on Sunday. So just something for you to keep in mind. Just wanted to mention that in case anyone is watching this now or in the replay and you're interested. No pressure, no rush or anything. But if you're interested, please just let me know. You put the Black Friday special in the description too. See, Nicole, you're smart. Thank you so much. Okay, so I will do that. I will do that right after the live tonight. See, you're smart. Thank you. This is why my friends are always here. I will put that in there. I did put that on my community tab. That was like a very last minute decision, like 2 hours ago, an hour and a half ago. And I'm like, oh, I better put that up there. So yeah, something fun. I've never done this before. So this is like really fun. Okay, cool. So that's all said and done. So let's go ahead and start the tea leaf readings for tonight. So far, let me just get my pen out here. Switch some things around here on my end. Charging my phone. Long story short. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Some minor tech issues. Making sure this is working. Perfect. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, thanks, Nicole. All right, so I have our water ready and I have the tea ready. So, Kathy, you are first up. So we will be reading for you first. And I always like to make a point of saying we because to me, we're all in this together, quite literally. And we're all here to help each other, in my opinion. So I always like to say we. Okay, Kathy, so you are up next. And if you are watching this now on the live and you would like to have a tea leaf reading, please let me know. And we'll go ahead and we will read for you. Okay. Get myself ready and sit up here. A little bit more organized than I was. So how is everyone keeping? Yay, Kathy. Yep, you're first up. And as always, Kathy, if you're interested in having me send you tea leaf, the tea leaf reading pictures, the pictures of your tea leaf reading, please just let me know. Send me a quick email or send me a quick message and I'll email them over to you. Okay, so we'll do this now. So I don't know about all of you, but it's been quite a crazy week actually. And now where I'm living, yet another weather warning. So we're in a weather advisory right now. So yay. I mean, I love snow. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely adore the winter, but now we're calling for like snow, like flurries and snow squalls like all day tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Okay. So readings for Kathy. Just going to get your cup here ready here in the background. You can hear Bree. If you hear any background noises of little noises, that's Bree, actually, our chocolate lab. 2.5 years old now she is, and she's on the couch here in the background. So she knows whenever we go live, we call it talking, like Sarah's talking. So she knows she has to be quiet, but she was making a few little noises there. So that is Bree. Just going to get your leaves ready, Kathy. Sort of start to go quiet around this time and this part of the process. And in case you're watching this in the replay, because I think everyone here on the live, if you're on the live and you're in the chat right now, you know this already. But for anyone who may not be aware, tea leaf reading is a divination. I always like to say it just as a quick reminder. So tea leaf reading is a divination. Oh, it was Bree wagging her tail. Sorry about that. Tea leaf reading. Hugs to baby Bree. Oh, thanks so much, Kathy. I will definitely let her know. Yeah, Bree knows. I will give her hugs for sure. Tea leaf reading is a divination tool. So divination tools are, like, in my opinion, are ways the way that I describe tea leaf reading divination tools specifically are ways to ask for and receive divine guidance And the way that I describe tea leaf reading is that it describes the qualities and or characteristics of events or situations which are likely to occur. They can be literal, symbolic, or both. Mouthful, I know, but that's the best way that I have learned to succinctly describe tea leaf reading, very much in a nutshell. I'm just getting your cup ready right now, Kathy. Angie, hey, thanks so much for being here. That's so sweet that you're here. Thank you. Yes, you are here on a live. That's amazing. Thanks so much for being here and welcome. Hey. There you go, Nicole. Yes, Angie, Nicole is our mod on deck tonight. So, yeah, Nicole's awesome. Everyone here is awesome, but Nicole's our mod. So, should be probably chatting back and forth with you a little bit too. But thanks so much for being here and welcome. So happy that you're here and that you made it. See, again, this is why I like doing the lives. We get to interact with each other in real time until we can like hang out in person, like face to face in the same room. Like the next best thing. Just getting your leaves ready right now, Kathy. So again, if you're interested in having a tea leaf reading, we have 2 more slots open. So I'll be doing 5-minute tea leaf readings tonight, total of 3. So far, Kathy is the first. So we have 1 and only, and we have 2 more open. Yes, happy Thanksgiving, Angie. Just taking a minute here to get your leaves ready, Kathy. Very, very fussy, and I just always want to make sure I'm very particular. Just want to make sure that I'm getting the leaves consistent, like the consistency of the leaves 100%, right? How much are the readings? Oh, thanks so much, Angie. Well, the readings tonight are free. This is something that I like to do as a goodwill gesture. So for anyone who is watching tonight, if you would like to have a 5-minute tea leaf reading, it's completely free of charge, no strings attached or leaves attached or anything. It's just totally for free. It's a goodwill gesture. Awesome, Angie, for sure. Yeah, and I was saying no rush on my part. No, Kathy, your leaves are ready. Your leaves are ready right now. I have to put a little bit more water in there. But no, Angie, to answer your question, no, the readings are always for free on Thursday evenings. This is what we do. So on Thursday evenings, we do 3 5-minute tea leaf readings. Quite literally, it's like pretty much like a taste test, essentially, because the shortest amount of time that I offer private readings for tea leaf reading, they are a total of 15 minutes. So this is like a 5-minute thing. So it's like just pretty much like a taste test. So just so that it's a nice thing, I think. I'm trying to be nice, trying to offer some help to people. So it's totally free of charge. It's going to be live, obviously, but I do always like to try and take pictures. If you are interested, I can take pictures of your tea leaves and email them to you after. So I think maybe if anyone else is in the chat, maybe Nicole, maybe you can just double check for me and let me know, because I did pin a comment to the top of the chat with my email address in there. So if you are interested in having me email you, I take about 3 pictures just for your reference, just so you can see what I was looking at. But no, they're free of charge. If you'd like to have a private reading, then that is a 10% discount for Black Friday up until Sunday night to book. But no, then I recharge a set price for the private readings. But on Thursday evenings, no, totally free. Just trying to be nice. So I think so far it's Kathy and then Angie. But there's no pressure, no stress or anything. Like, it's totally up to you. I never pressure anyone. I'm very much of the opinion of take what you will, leave what you don't. I'm not going to tell you what to do whatever you want to do. But I'm offering it. So if you'd like to have a free reading, you're more than welcome to. Oh, thank you so much, Nicole. Thank you so much for your help. There you go. There's my email address there. Thank you. Yeah, and if someone like in the past, people have had tea leaf readings on here on Thursday nights, and they have never emailed me. So in that case, I never even take pictures. I just wait a couple days, and then if no one emails me, then I dump the tea out. But I always try and take the pictures that night if they would like to have a tea leaf reading and then want pictures. Then I take them as soon as I can and then email them. Yeah, it's me being, as ethical as, with tea leaf readings as I possibly can. I don't take pictures unless someone asks me to. Okay. There. Okay, everyone. So that was a little bit of an introduction. Took me a little bit of time to get ready, but we're all set to go. So tea leaf reading, it can really, I'm just turning the computer around right now, so I can't see any chat. So I'm not trying to be rude. If I'm not reading your comments, it's because I'm literally not looking at them at all right now. But okay. But tea leaf reading, I really find it's a divination tool that really does take a little bit longer. I think oracle cards and divination tool, like oracle cards, tarot cards, are fabulous. I love them. I have many, many, many oracle decks. I actually have a couple tarot decks. I think tarot is fantastic. It's just that I find it's sort of easier to do. You shuffle the cards, lay them out, and then you're good to go. With tea leaf reading, it's a little bit more involved process of getting the cup ready. And I just like to be quite fastidious and make sure I'm doing 100% right. Okay, so I'm going to. Did you just see an orb go by? Did you just see an orb go by? I'm going to look at the chat just really quickly again. Did you just see an orb go by? Or was that just like literally me thinking one did and it didn't? Linda, cool. There you go. So we have Kathy. Kathy is up next. We have Angie and then Linda. Okay, cool. Yay. Thank you, Linda. Okay. Well, I'm turning my computer around, so I'm not looking at the chat, but I swore I just saw an orb. Okay. All right. So here we go, Kathy. This one is for you. It's 5 minutes starting approximately now. Okay. I would say right now, across the board, again, please don't feel like you need to say anything. Please don't put your question in. I know, like Kathy, you know this, but anyone new to this, please do never put your question in the chat. I ask that please don't ask anyone else their question. It just helps to maintain confidentiality and keeps me from me as objective as possible. But I would say across the board right now, Kathy, things for the most part are calm and clear and quiet, and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. Again, this is whatever the universe would like you to know. There is a smaller event or situation that precedes a much larger or in a much more significant event or situation that's taking place in the upcoming time that is happening soon. You will start to see, based on what I'm seeing now, entertainment purposes only, please take what you will, leave what you don't. But something that will be occurring extremely soon. It's very, very minor in and of itself. However, like it portends or it leads to and is part of something that is much larger. It's a very good thing. It just sort of seems like things are more up in the air. Not a lot of things happening in that one event or situation that this is referring to specifically. However, that main event or situation that this is part of is quite significant in and of itself. You also have there's also a Cancerian connection involved. I can't talk fast enough. There's also a Cancerian connection involved. I do not pretend to be any astrologer nor a numerologist. However, Cancerian, like in terms of astrology, is like the hearth and home, the homemade or family, intuition, emotion, healing, things of that nature. So that is occurring very soon, and that leads to this larger event or situation taking place. And you are receiving very good things, I would say, with that as well. It's just sort of working itself out at the moment in time. And sorry, quick reminder, I read chronologically. So it's now, on the way, and later. The rim is the present situation. Sides are in the way. The base is more of the distant future. So let's keep going here. I would say that, that's what's occurring. That also leads to, it's almost like in the shorter term for you, for the most part, you are able to focus on this. That's like one event or situation. However, the main event or situation that's taking place for you, that's being shown in here, is not hugely significant in terms of, oh my gosh, amazing thing, like huge things are happening right now. No, it's a much smaller event or situation taking place for the foreseeable future. However, there's a lot involved in that, and it's actually larger and seems sort of bigger or more important than would look or seem immediately. Almost like in retrospect, like hindsight being 2020, you go, oh, okay, now I kind of get it. However, for the most part, aside from that, you don't really have too many other distractions. You really don't have that many at all. You don't have too many. So in other words, you will be able to focus on this one main event or situation and not feel like you're being pulled off in many other different directions for a while. However, this main event or situation, even though it's kind of small in terms of the way that it's formed, there's a lot loaded into it. And there's many different things happening that are of significance involved in that situation. It's like you have a burst of things taking place, quieter time, a relatively notable conclusion that also takes place, but right directly below that, you have a lot of different things. A lot of different things happening that involve many different things happening behind the scenes, things that you don't know about, not things that we're not supposed to know about, but you do have that smaller conclusion that does involve a person, place, or thing with the letter M, I would say, as well as knowledge, acquiring knowledge, learning, wisdom, things of that nature. And that does involve introspection, possibly, but open communication between two people. There's a lot loaded in that scenario, though, a lot more things taking place behind the scenes, as well as, again, this researching, knowledge, learning, things of that nature, probably education in some way, shape, or form, as well as it's either education and or paperwork, documents, things along those lines. Immediately after that, things just become a lot larger and more things definitively taking place. It does look very positive. There's an Aries and or a Taurus connection with that, however, and then going into the base, it's almost like you're looking at, I mean this in a positive way. Okay, I'll use, rather than using an iceberg, I will change that thought and use something else. Say, for example, you are in a boat and you are approaching the shore. You're sort of like on the way to the shore, and then you hit a sandbank, and then everything sort of takes place. So I'm being very casual in how I'm saying it, but I would say that based on what I'm seeing, use the time that you have, I would say, to get anything done that you need to get done. Be as productive as possible, because it looks like from what I'm seeing in the leaves, when that's concluded, there's a lot of different things up in the air, a lot of conversations, thoughts, words, and discussions taking place. So it's going to be quite busy for you, it looks like, but very good, very, very interesting too. So hopefully that was of some help. Thanks, Nicole. Yeah. Nancy repost. Yeah, it was just as the orb. I was just checking my phone, and then I thought I swore I saw it. I could be wrong. Yes, that's true. That's true, Kathy. Thanks so much, Nicole. So, Kathy, I hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading. It's going to be crazy for you, but it looks like it's a good crazy. It looks like it's going to be very, very busy for you, but very positive, though, too. So, hopefully that's helpful. Okay, so next up we have Angie. So, Angie, I'm going to get your tea leaves ready right now. Oh, thanks so much, Kathy. I'm so happy that you enjoyed it. Sorry for the background noise. I'm so happy that you enjoyed your reading. Okay, I'm just sorting myself out here in the background. Make little note cards, little note papers with everyone's name on them, so I know which cup belongs to whom. Okay, Angie, let's get your reading going. Out of sheer curiosity, do not feel like you need to answer this, but is this your first ever tea leaf reading? Because I think everyone else in the chat, they're pretty insightful with, oh, there we go. They've all pretty much all had tea leaf readings at some point, or at least know the process. And have you ever had a tea leaf reading before? Yes, it is. Oh, welcome. That's amazing. Cool. Tea leaf reading is really interesting. It's the root word is tasiography. The root word is tas, which means French. It's French for cup. Tasiography, tassiomancy, tassiology. Root word is tas, which means cup, like literally is a cup reading essentially. So you can use different kinds of materials. I use tea. There's also Greek or Turkish coffee grains. In my opinion, essentially it's the same kind of thing. It's just you're using tea versus coffee, Greek or Turkish coffee. But it's fun. Well, I hope that you enjoy your tea leaf reading. It's always exciting reading for someone who's never had a reading before. Okay. Only do the good stuff. Always comes from the boss. I tend to, in the past, especially if someone had never had a tea leaf reading before, I would explain the process of how I get the cup ready. And I stopped because quite oftentimes their eyes would sort of go, I'm like, I know it sounds more complicated than it really is. But I'm just getting a cup ready right here in the background. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad that you're excited for it. I'm so happy that you're here. This is awesome. Yay. I'm always happy when people are here and that they enjoy the readings, find them helpful. And especially like because you're able to join the chat too, which makes it even more fun. It's the crew here. I call them crew. Everyone here, they're all amazing. Everyone here is always fantastic. Makes it so much easier for me to knowing that everyone here is really, really great. I can never have to worry about the chat. Everyone's amazing. Okay. Nice group of people here. Just getting your leaves ready right now. I'm just, pardon the background noise, I'm just pushing the tea leaves back down into the base. I'm using a loose leaf blend tonight. Yerba mate, I've been using that blend for the past couple weeks now. Checking the consistency of liquid versus the actual tea leaves. Add a tad more water. Making sure I have enough. Yeah, that's good. Good. That's good. Okay. My grandfather used to drink a loose leaf tea called Salada. That name's familiar, but I'm a coffee drinking and tea leaf reader. I mean that in all sincerity. I don't really drink a lot of tea. But it does sound familiar. I love the smell of it. It sounds, I'm sure it was delicious. That's amazing. This is a yerba mate blend I found. Clearly I didn't drink all of it. I find, to me, the universe, God, divine has a sense of humor because I read tea leaves, but I do not like to drink a lot of tea. I do have some spearmint tea, some herbal tea over here in the background, but I don't like a lot of tea. That's just me, though. That's just me. I do like tea. Don't get me wrong. I do like tea. Do you know when he was able to purchase it? Like to try different teas? Yeah. See, yeah, there you go. It does sound. I'm sure it's delicious. Yeah, Angie, if you want to share that information, that if you feel like it from what Linda just asked for, just asked, that'd be awesome. I love drink coffee too. Oh, well, in the process of making coffee. Actually, there you go. There you go. There you go. Girl after my own heart. I love coffee. I love coffee. Lattes, cappuccinos with non-dairy milk. Oh, so good. But I'm being very good right now, and I'm having some spearmint tea as well. Years ago. Oh, Angie, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yes, Angie. So if you're interested in having me take a few pictures, usually I take 3 pictures and send them over to you by email of your tea leaves, I will most happily do so for you. Please just send me a quick email and I will email them back to you as soon as I possibly can. If I don't get to it tonight, I will get them to you tomorrow. You're in Canada. Oh, there you go. I'm in Southwestern Ontario. In Canada as well. Very cool. And yet another weather advisory where I am. So, of course. Okay, so there you go, Linda. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to be turning the computer around, so I won't be looking at the chat for the next 5 or so minutes. Again, just as you can see, allows me to not inadvertently be distracted by the chat. Allows me to offer you the best that I can possibly offer, so uninterrupted. Okay, so we go. So 39. So then we're looking at 40. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Again, please feel free to not or do so if you want to or not. Like you don't. Oh, stop and start again. Please don't feel like you need to offer validations, Angie, for your reading. It's in the chat. It's totally up to you. Say what you like. Don't say what you like. It's totally up to you. Okay, so when I go quiet, it's because I'm really focusing on what I'm looking at. I've been doing a tea leaf reading now for about 13 and a half years approximately. But when I go quiet, it's because I'm really focusing. Entertainment purposes only, of course. Okay, I would say that based on what I'm seeing, there's two main events or situations taking place right now. I often use gold, silver, and bronze. That's just my reference to say sort of to relay, convey in terms of level of importance or significance in terms of what's occurring right now. So I would say that you have a gold, a silver, and very much a bronze, maybe even a copper. So one main event or situation taking place right now where things are calm and clear and quiet, and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving. This could be in relation to your question, or otherwise it's whatever divine source creator would like you to know. So there's that one main event or situation taking place. Aside from that, you have a secondary event or situation also taking place, and very much a very smaller third event or situation, which leads to a few other things, but we'll get into that in just like a minute or 30 seconds. But that's an overall synopsis of what is occurring right now based on what I'm seeing. Oh, you're busy. Not stumped, just very much intrigued. Okay. Okay. Wow. Busy. Busy. Okay. So you have a layout that I often see, but it's hybridized model. So in other words, you have one main event or situation taking place right now. In terms of significance, much like Kathy's, there's almost always a theme. There's usually a theme whenever there's like more than one reading taking place at a time. So like this. So you have a smaller event or like a main event or situation taking place imminently. In terms of overall significance, it's not hugely significant. However, in and of itself, it is significant, and there's many, fairly notable, major significant individual events or situations taking place in that one main event. However, you also have a secondary event or situation that's also taking place that is seemingly unrelated, but is related. That makes more sense later on. It all looks like it's a positive scenario. It's just that there's pretty much two different scenarios taking place at the same time. One is certainly the main event or situation. One is a secondary event or situation. However, you also have a third separate event or situation, which also connects to those other two, but also makes sense that it does later on. So seemingly three different things taking place for the most part. Don't look like they're related at all, really, very much. But as events and situations unfold, you go, oh, okay. It's sort of like hindsight 2020 situation, that kind of scenario. The main event, there's a smaller individual scenario, something smaller happening in the shorter term, involves the letter J, person, place, or thing. There's many different things taking place in that scenario in and of itself that we're just not supposed to know about. In other words, there's a surprise there. There's communications involved with that. A lot of things happening behind the scenes, I would say. So like you kind of know where you stand, and yet you don't at the same time. Very much so. But it does look like, significantly, but it does look like it's a good scenario. It really does. It's involved. There's reassurance that's also involved in this situation. It also appears to be, significant in and of itself. There's a fairly large, I can use the word significant a lot, but significant opportunity taking place that is beginning now, but it makes sort of sense or leads to the rest of that aspect that rest of that opportunity later on, you go, oh, okay, I see how that's related. But it looks very, very positive. Also, likely a Cancerian connection, someone who is that sign or the qualities of that sign being present with this main event specifically related to connected with the letter J, a new idea, opportunity being presented. It actually appears to be one overall main event or one overall opportunity, but it's really like two different parts to it essentially. And it's like, okay, it's almost like, oh, here's an idea. And by the way, as soon as that concludes, here's a new opportunity that's also connected with that. And yes, by the way, there's a letter M involved. And yes, there's also two other things, two other events that are presented as well as soon as that idea is thought about and contemplated being presented. So there's a lot of different things taking place pretty much all at once. And like Kathy's, seemingly slower, just to wrap it up, seemingly slower to start off with. However, as time and events from what I'm seeing unfold, and you have a lot of happy faces in here, so it looks like it's a very good scenario. It's just that as it continues to unfold, it becomes even more busy, even more clarity. And at the same time as with the clarity, there's also more things happening behind the scenes that we're not supposed to know about. So at the same time, it's like, oh, I know where I stand, but I really don't know what's going on at the same time, that kind of situation. But abundance and prosperity that I keep seeing in here, and there's many different things happening in the base. So event in the more distant future, events or situations taking place, a lot of things up in the air, clarity and yet not, change, transformation, new beginnings, new opportunities, let person, place, or thing with the letter E. And I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say likely 4. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could even count as 6 individual events taking place in the more distant future that are notable. And of those ones, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that are more notable than the other 2 that are more significant. So it's almost like, okay, here's an idea of what's happening, and as time and events unfold, it becomes even more evident. There's a lot more, there's many different things. It becomes busier, more active for you, and you start to see things really take place, really take form. It's almost like, okay, a lot of thinking, a lot of different things maybe up in the air, and then, okay, now I see it. Now things are, taking shape and being presented. So hopefully that makes sense to you. A lot involved. A lot going on. So hopefully you enjoyed your tea leaf reading. Just catching up in the chat here. Oh, wow, Angie. Okay, you grew up in New Brunswick. I've never been out east, but that's one place in Canada that I really want to visit is the East Coast. I have flown over it a couple times, but I would love to visit it. So, Angie, that was your very quick tea leaf reading. So hopefully that was of help to you. I'm more than most happy again to send you pictures. If so, please just send me very quickly. Send me a quick email, and I will email them over to you as soon as I possibly can. Pushed a button. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Okay, here we go. And next up, okay, so Angie, my sister's name is Jenny, my husband is Mary, her name is okay, well, that's very interesting. That could totally make sense. That could totally be what is being referred to. I mean, I would never say yes, I would never say no, because to me, I'm not God, I'm not creator, I'm not going to say definitively yes or definitively no. I'm simply relaying what I'm seeing, and that could totally be the case. I will pretend to, I'm not. This is coming from the divine source creator. So I would never say definitively either way, because that's not my call. I'm just relaying what I'm seeing. The boss knows. So that's very interesting though. It's all these divine synchronicities you can never make up. Never make up. That's amazing. Oh wow, that's amazing. Wow. Well, Angie, thank you so much for the validations. That's fantastic. Aww. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading, your first one ever. And welcome to the chat. It's fun that you're here. We always have a fun time. Well, Angie, thank you. Thank you so much for trusting me enough to read for you. That's amazing. Thank you so much. I love doing this. It's really fun. I don't read. I know I say this many times, like in other lives, but I do not read on current events. I just don't. I think it's amazing when people do so ethically. I don't. My focus is on working on ourselves and gaining insight as to what our next steps it can be. How can we work on ourselves, improve ourselves? That's where my focus really is, more so than in current events. So just really enjoy doing this. Trying to offer my help to those who are interested in receiving it. So if not, that's okay too. Just trying to be of help. Oh, thanks so much. Well, thank you, Angie. Thanks for being here. That's awesome. Okay, and next up is Linda. So Linda, I'm getting your tea leaves ready right now. Just making sure everyone's cups are organized. This is what I'm always doing that off camera here. So I always know which cup belongs to which friend. There we go. So Linda, there we go. Okay, Linda, you're up. Just getting your cup ready right now. Okay, let's go. Bree's moving around. Hi, sweetheart. What you do? She just laid down. Aw, yay, no problem. Happy to help. Okay, so let me just put this over here. Here. There we go. Make sure the consistency is right. Okay, just getting your leaves ready right now, Linda. You need a little bit, I need to put a little bit more water in there. There we go. And if you're watching and you don't even have a reading in, but you're watching this anyway, whether this is live or in a replay, now obviously I'm reading for these individuals tonight, like every Thursday. Reading these tea leaf readings are for the individuals who I'm reading for. However, if you do happen to notice something that does make sense with you in retrospect later on, or even making sense to you at that time, that completely makes sense to me, because you're receiving what you need to receive. Sort of like years ago, I used to do group psychic medium readings. I don't really offer that anymore, but I have. So it's sort of in that it's sort of like that scenario. So even if I'm not reading for an individual, but someone else is listening to a reading for an individual, message comes through, say for person A, the person B is not being read for, but still can relate to what is being said for person A. I'm like, then to me that's great. You're obviously receiving some guidance or some information from that. So it makes sense to me if that is the case. Just checking the consistency. Okay, that's good. That's good. Background noise here, pushing the leaves back down into the base. I don't use pre-printed cups. I know I said that before, but just in case you're wondering, I don't use pre-printed cups. I know you can buy them like for tea leaf reading, and in the cup itself, it's pre-printed with different symbols. I have nothing against that, really. It's a different perspective, different preference. I don't use that. I just use regular unprinted cups. Okay. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Linda. So flip it over. Turn it 3 or 4 times for a tradition. I will post this video as soon as I possibly can. Most likely it will be tomorrow. I don't like to post them the lives the night of, because I'm in Eastern time. So for me, it's already like 9 o'clock, just about. So I prefer to post in the readings during the day, the videos during the day, in the off chance that someone actually gets notified that the video is posted. But I do post them later the following day. I do try for the following day. They go to automatically. The lives do go to private. So I just like to tweak the description a little bit and then post it. So if I don't get it tomorrow morning, post it tomorrow morning. I will for sure have it posted by tomorrow evening at the extreme latest. I'm aiming for tomorrow afternoon. So you can watch the replay at that point in time. And I'll post a link on my community tab, most likely when I get the video posted as well. Okay, so here we go. Having a YouTube channel really is pretty much like a full-time job. Okay, so I'm going to be turning the laptop around. I won't be looking at it for the next few minutes, 5 minutes or so. Linda, here we go. Okay, cool. Entertainment purposes only, of course. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, it looks as though to me, with the present situation, it looks like for the most part, things are calm and clear and quiet. And it looks like you're either happy with that and or you want things to get moving. But this is like calm and clear and quiet across the board. Okay. You do have a main eventer situation that is comprising approximately 1/8 of the cup. So not hugely significant in and of itself, excuse me, but again, pretty much like the other two readings so far this evening, the main eventer situation, even though it's not hugely significant, overall, what is occurring in that main eventer situation is, significant. And this is another theme. This is what I said, whenever there's multiple readings in one time, whether this is like a psychic medium reading and certainly in TV reading, I've certainly noticed this more than once for sure. There's typically a theme. There's typically a theme. So the theme so far tonight that I'm really seeing is that in the meantime, for the foreseeable future, timing is kind of a little bit difficult to ascertain always in TV reading, but the base, the more distant future, there's many more later in the cup and all later in the sides of the cup and also into the base is quite busy. And leading up to that point in time, it's kind of quiet. Like for you, it's not exactly quiet, but it is in comparison, like in contrast, quieter. Aside from the main eventer situation, you really aren't going to be distracted by too many other things. You're able to focus on, from what I'm seeing, you will be able to focus on this one main event. Oh, okay. Slight retraction. Slight retraction. You do have, similar to Angie, you do have a smaller secondary event taking place later on. So you have like two events simultaneously occurring, but the second one is very, very much minor and taking place later on in terms of timing. But you do have that one main event. But again, yes, you do have, like, you really don't have any other distractions. You do have ample time to get anything that you need to get done. Be as productive as possible. That's what I would typically say, because you do have that free time. There's a very intriguing situation approaching where you are it's unconventional stability, essentially. Actually, I would say it's more conventional stability. So something that is stable and ununique, something that occurs and you go, oh, okay, this is quite quote unquote normal. It does involve that secondary event that I just mentioned. It's a very good scenario. Looks like you're happy with this. You're receiving You're receiving good things with that. Small reminder for glass half full versus glass half empty, but essentially you are receiving very good things. Abundance and prosperity, I would say, is also involved in that scenario. It does involve, it may be a little bit unconventional. So in case you wonder what I mean by that, unconventional stability to me means stability that is unique. For example, you paint boxes, sell them online, and you make money. It's unconventional. It's a little abnormal, but it makes sense. Like you can have security with that. So it's a little unconventional. It involves writing in some way, shape, or form, and some abundance and prosperity as well. With the abundance and prosperity, that's the secondary event that's taking place later on, and there is some kind of unconventional stability that's involved with that as well. It looks positive. It's just occurring later on. It's intriguing. There may be a very ever so slight, possibly conclusion, but it's ever so slight. Significant, but very unique as well. But it's a new opportunity as well. There's a person, place, or thing with the letter J that's involved, as well as materialistically, having that security, which is lovely. And also another theme is that Cancerian connection as well. In the main event or situation, gosh, a lot of things happening all across the board, a lot of thoughts, ideas, words, discussions taking place, a smaller event or situation in the short term, receiving very positive things, abundance and prosperity, helpful individual, likely who is a departed loved one, who may have been a fire sign or maybe a fire sign. Writing is also occurring, taking place in that scenario with that individual specifically. But stability, I keep seeing variations of stability, whether it's conventional or not conventional, and something occurring in the short term where things are beginning to bloom, blossom, take form beautifully. And there really is abundance and prosperity that's involved with that as well. Moving onwards. Yeah, writing. I keep seeing writing. This may be documents, maybe possibly education, but paperwork in some kind. It could simply be that you're writing in a dream journal. It could even you're writing your dreams down. It could even be that. A lovely partnership taking place, person, place, or thing with the letter W as well. And then as we head into the base, it's again, like I said before, it's control chaos. Can we say that? A lot of different things taking place, but it's also extremely positive. So I would say use the time that you have right now to get anything that you need that needs to get done. So when things take off in the more distant future, you are totally set and prepared to go. So that is your tea leaf reading. I always say the same thing. Oh, it looks so interesting. I do genuinely find all these tea leaf readings interesting. No two cups are ever the same. So, Linda, that was your tea leaf reading. Yay! Oh, thank you so much. Well, everyone, we did it. We did it. We got through this live. I thank you all so much for being here. I really didn't think too many people would be on here because it is American Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. So thank you again so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You've made my night. So hopefully you enjoyed your tea leaf readings, and a big thank you again to Angie. You made it on a live. Congratulations. Thanks so much for being here and for your interest. I really hope that you also enjoyed your tea leaf reading. I hope everyone enjoyed their tea leaf readings. And if you are watching this in the replay, and again, if you were not able to, thanks so much. It's not me. I'm just relaying what I'm seeing from the boss. But if you did not have a reading tonight and you would like to have a 5-minute tea leaf reading again, we'll be live as of now, pending any changes to schedules, next Thursday, November the 30th at 8 p.m. If I'm not able to make it, I'm always on my community tab. So please just check that out if you are so interested in any updates there with scheduling. And then on Monday, we're going to be November 27th. We're going to be live again, barring any scheduling changes at 8 p.m. Eastern. All times are always in Eastern. And we'll be doing a general weekly tea leaf reading for that week, which heads into December. How is that possible? That's craziness. Well, using the calendar that we have now, but that's a different story for a different day, in my opinion. But thank you so much. I'm just checking the chat because I saw a couple other messages here. Thanks so much. Thank you thanks, Nicole. Thanks for your help. Thank you for making sure everything was sticking along smoothly. Thanks so much for sure. Thank you so much, Linda. Love and light to every single each of one of you. I know I repeat myself constantly by saying this, and thank you so much, and thank you so much, and thank you so much, and thank you so much. But it's my little way of trying to convey just how much I appreciate every single one of you. It's absolutely never lip service when I say that. I genuinely appreciate you. I love you, and to me, we're all here to help each other, and I love each and every one of you. So you have brightened my night. Hopefully the readings have helped you in some way, and I cannot wait to connect with you and see you again on Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll take another quick look and do a general tea leaf reading for the week. And next Thursday night we'll do this again. So thank you so much. I love you all. Nighty night. Have a great evening. Happy Thanksgiving. Have an amazing celebration. Have amazing celebrations, and we will see you again. I love you all. Oh, thank you so much, Holistics. Hey, I'm just sitting here in the corner of my living room. That's all I'm doing. We're all here together, and we're all here to help each other. So if I'm able to offer my help in some small way, then I'm happy. So thank you so much. Love you all. And we'll see you again really soon. So take care. Mwah. I'll have this posted probably tomorrow afternoon. Oh, good night, everyone. Yes, good night, Holistics. Thank you so much. Good night. I love you all so much. Have a great night. And any updates that I need to post, I will post on my community tab in the next few days. So I love you. Take good care. See you soon. Bye.